everyone, welcome to my channel, SouLight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten and I have another AI-infused political tarot reading for you. Thank you for all of the likes and comments and new subscriptions to my new channel, Infinity Dove Tarot and Dowsing. Thank you for all of you who walked over and subscribed to my new channel. I appreciate the warm reception. Okay, so one of the questions that the commenters mentioned in my last reading was they wanted to know about the ICE raids. They want to know when ICE is going to come for us. I assume this woman was black. That's how I read it. So that's how I asked the question. I posed this question to AI, and I shuffled the cards, I laid out the cards, and prompted AI to answer the cards. So this is what I got. So when will ICE come for us? Meaning, when will it more deeply penetrate the populace and start coming after non-Hispanic immigrants? Hold on a second, guys. Stop this. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right. So, thank you for hitting the like button and sharing the video. So we've got the Devil reverse and the Seven of Coins upright. Reverse as well. Devil reversed and the Seven of Pentacles upright. Sorry, reversed. Did that again. So, the Devil reverse, we talk about cruelty. So the government knows that its system is cruel. With the Seven of Pentacles reverse, this is about impatience and no longer waiting. So instead of slowing down, ICE is going to speed up their raids. They're going to double down before their time runs out. So ICE is going to speed up their raids. They're doubling down before their time runs out. We've got the Ten of Swords and the Three of Cups. Ten of Swords is about betrayal and pain. The Three of Cups is about celebration and community. I think ICE will strike next, or strike the other, other than Hispanic immigrants, when people are gathered or around birthday time or holidays or barbecues or celebrations. When spirits are high, that's when the raids will suddenly hit. Okay. The Five of Cups in the Magician says that they're going to be using, ICE will be using calculating tools and strategy. And with the Five of Cups, this is about grief. Sorry about the glare, guys. Five of Cups is about grief and sadness and disappointment. So, they're planning a strategic expansion into the Afro-Latino, African immigrant, and Muslim communities. They're next on the list, and they're next to be targeted. With the Nine of Wands and the Five of Swords, Nine of Wands reversed and the Five of Swords, this is about burnout. So the people, all people affected, were tired, and these changes, these conflicts, these this nasty work is really getting to us. It's breaking us down, and it's causing us to have weakness in our communities. That's what AI is saying. That we will start to argue amongst ourselves out of fear and fatigue. And we will argue about how to resist this, what can we do? So I'm picking up that it's not just people, it's Black people, it's the leaders, I don't want to say dissension, but I just want to say that we argue with ourselves, with each other, before we start fighting back against them. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. With the Star reversed and the 8 of Coins, people are losing faith or will lose faith. But work is happening. So people won't be inspired by, there's no one really rising up to inspire I can't think of my words today. But through filing motions and documenting everything and getting organized, that's how we'll fight back. I don't see us like forming behind like an Obama or anything like that. It's more like those of us who start getting more active and those of us who start working to change the laws, that's how we start fighting back. That's how we have to fight back. With Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune reversed, this is about balance and healing and divine timing. That's stuck or delayed. So there's going to be change, but it comes because we build the change. There's going to be change in the ICE raids because we fight against it legally. We fight against it by making sure we're documented, making sure we have our documents, by getting organized, by unifying. I think what the cards are trying to say, and this is where I'm having a little trouble, is because usually this is a very active row for me. And this feels like more just like telling me how it is. It's not active energy. So I feel like, to answer the question, will the ICE patrollers raid it, go deeper into the United States populace? Will they start going after non-Hispanics? And the answer is yes. They're already planning it. They're already doing it quietly right now. And yes, they are planning to, we are next on the list. Now, how will Black people or Blacks, the Black community, respond when this starts becoming more in the public eye? We have the Five of Wands. This says that there will be fights or pushback, resistance, and protests, and people taking to the streets saying, not here, not now, we're not going back. That's what I hear. We're not going back. With Judgment, this is a wake-up call. So it's like we're going to wake up when something really kind of catastrophic happens. The tower shows up in the reading, reversed. So we're going to get a wake-up call, and we're going to rise to protect one another in the moment. We're going to choose solidarity, and we're going to start fighting back, resisting. I would say more protest. It's not going to be violence. I mean, I'm sure there will be pockets of violence, but this is more of a smart battle, a smart. See, this is totally different. My doing this AI, I don't really like it. I don't know. You guys let me know how you like it. I'm not really flowing with it too well. So I feel like we're going to protect each other. And with the Queen of Swords, this is wisdom, this is justice. This could represent lawyers. It's the Kamala Harris card. It could be black women. The woman is black. Black women, lawyers, elders, organizers all step up in strategy to combat what's happening, right? Legally. And to work to fight against it legally. Filing motions and running media stories on people who are being affected. And so the word gets out, what's going on. Then here I see some sort of tower moment that's being mentioned. So I clarified it with 2 Sibylla and Divinas. So I'm not too worried. I mean, the tower moment is a tower moment. So something's going to happen that is going to shake us up. And when I say us, I mean like Black America. Something's going to happen that's going to shake us up, and it's going to wake us up, and we're going to rise together to not go back to something that, I'm not saying they're going to try to put black people back in chains or anything, but they are going to be going after undocumented and those that are undocumented, those who are on expired visas, that sort of thing. They're coming after, and then there will be regular citizens that get caught up in the fray who get deterred and detained, and their whole life can get caught up in this sort of thing. So it can get ugly real quick. So something's going to happen that's going to cause us to be fearful. It will shock us, and it will take us by surprise and discombobulate us. But later on, we'll start building back because this tower is more like a warning to tell us to start preparing now so we can avert disaster later. And I clarified it with the pleasant pastime. This talks about celebration again. So it might happen around a celebration time that was mentioned above. And then here, the loss of money card talks about, you can't recover what's lost when it's reversed, unless it's next to a victory card, which it is. The Chariot is a victory card. So whatever happens, we're able to come out of it. We're able to survive it. We're strong, and we're able to turn it into momentum and into power. And we start organizing and rallying and demanding justice. I think Black America becomes more involved in the protests against this administration, and when ICE starts turning their targets towards our communities and non-Hispanic communities, it's going to shake us up, but it's not going to lead to our total destruction. That will be averted, but it will lead to a forced awakening. It will destabilize us, but it won't destroy us, the cards say. Fear does rise. Some will lash out, but then we will band together, and then a leader appears. This could be a female, a Black woman, or a woman of color who's sharp and wise and unafraid. She calls out the truth and she commands the laws. And she calls us to action. When we follow her lead, and others like her, like elders in the community and legal minds, we will find unity again. And that unity, like the chariot, will direct us towards victory. That's how we move from fear to momentum. We stop asking for permission and we take the wheel and we start to drive and steer our own future. So Blacks are going to start stepping up more once ICE starts targeting us more. But so ICE isn't done. In fact, they're ramping up. They're starting quietly during good times or celebrations. They're being very precise and engineered about it. They're watching us now, Black immigrants, Muslims, Afro-Latinos. They're watching how they move, and they're gonna move fast before time runs out. Our ancestors are saying that we will resist loudly, we will organize, especially our Black women and elders to support, because they will be leaders amongst us. Some of us will fall in fear, and not want to deal, or go into denial. But overall, the cards say that we will mobilize and we will begin to lead. So a timeline that's given is that right now, Afro-Latinos, Black Muslims, African immigrants are being quietly targeted. It's not being widely reported. But as we get later into the year, there could be a triggering event that makes it all more visible and undeniable, and that shakes us up. Then when that happens, we begin to mobilize, we begin to unify and strategize, and a movement starts. Now, I feel like this may, in my last reading, I said Trump won't be in power when this is happening. But that's because the wheels have already been set in motion. And so it's going to take legal actions to turn some of what ICE is doing around, So we're not powerless. We're being called to prepare and to protect ourselves and to start leading, to support Black women and our elders, because they're our protectors and they will rise up to lead us. So if this reading resonated with you, if you like this reading, if you want more readings like this, let me know. I feel a little bit off my game, but I do trust AI. I have asked it many questions, and it has come true. So if you have some more questions that you would like me to pose to AI, I'd be happy to do so. So make sure you leave your comments in the comment section. Leave your suggestions in the comment section. Make sure to check out my new channel, Infinity Dove Tarot and Dowsing, for where I share powerful love readings and deep pendulum dowsing on personal self-help, and also where I work with SRT to help you heal and reclaim your energy and live more in alignment. So thank you for tuning in, and thanks for tuning into my new channel, and we'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.